Hello Pisces, this is your extended reading. So what I was picking up on the first part about this distinction between fantasy and reality is here very clearly shown with the cards from the extended. So it's interesting because I feel like whatever dream work that you're doing, that is this unconscious mind coming through very strongly and showing you with this it's like this powerful transition between the current reality that you live and then going to a place that is more magical, it's more beautiful, is filled with this, the abundant blessing of this wings of, the angel of earth that I saw with the Empress. And so I feel like it is this discernment that you're working through. It's like working through different realities, the one that you live when you're awake and the one that you live when you're asleep. So we have the King of Swords and Justice. These two cards came together, opening up the extended for you, and it's like the contrast between the one that you face when you're dreaming and the one that you face when you're awake. So it's like this is the partner, the one that and when I say partner, yes, it could be in this sense of a romantic partner, a life partner, but it could be whoever person that you desire to share your life with, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It could be a parent, it could be a brother, a sister, a friend, whatever this king is representing right now. But it feels like, well, I'm saying potentially like a life partner, a romantic partner, because it came through first as the King of Cups. So I feel like, Pisces, for you, it's like this desire within your heart that there is this perfect one out there for you. But when you wake up, the one that you are facing, it is also a king, right? So in a sense, they are, well, what I'm sensing here is like both of these ones, whether it is the one that it's really in your life when you wake up, or the one from your dreams, from your desires and fantasies, right? That you just, it's like this wishing upon a star, right? If you could find this perfect partner, this one from your dreams are the perfect fit. But when you wake up, you are dealing with a human perspective of this version, right? Which fills your heart with so much love. And because this one is coming through with the King of Swords, but it's coming through with Justice, I want to say, Pisces, that if you already have a partner in your life and, this one is causing you doubts or confusion or fears, perhaps, it is part of balancing out these two realities. So if you were to find this one, the human version of this one is this one. So this is your perfect, dreamy version of the one that perhaps it is already in your life. If there, well, because this is the scenario that I'm receiving, okay? So this could be for a few of you, but this is what I'm getting, and it's what I have to deliver, because I feel like this is the discernment that is the work that you're doing right now, Pisces, between, coping with your current physical reality or your current partner, that it resembles the one from your dreams, but it's not exactly the one from your dreams, but it makes you think. It's how I'm getting it. It makes you think and wonder and ponder And because it's just how it's supposed to be for you to learn how to work these two realities into one, because it's like this axis in the middle is you. And so you learning how to cope with your awake state and your dream state. It's like this work that you're doing right now, Pisces, learning how to merge these two, the one from your dreams, the one from your fantasies, the one that you have always dreamed of, and the one that is in your life, which is a little bit different, right? They just make you think, they just make you ponder, which is healthy, I want to say. So, which is just also. But so these cards here that are following, so we have the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So, well, none of these cards are coming through with necessarily the traditional meaning, but the essence of it is this closing in and then opening up. It's like this, it's almost like this contraction and expansion, that I'm seeing you going from, you know, when you do this pondering, when you do this balancing and weighing what is real, what is not, what is a fantasy, and what is, you know, the physical reality that you live in. It's the switch that we saw also in the first part between a bad dream turning into a sweet dream, but then waking up and then, you know, sensing that the walls that you have built, that, you know, you saw crumbling down, they were being built again by your thoughts, and I want to say by fearful thoughts, with the Eight of Swords from the first part. And so this is here also. It's like for you to really learn how to discern and how to balance these two realities, that I want to call two realities, because they are very real for you, Pisces. The one that you live when you're with your eyes open, and the one that you live when you are with your eyes shut. You see the difference? So I feel like it's this learning how to enjoy both, and it's this natural movement that is happening within your mind and your reality, your physical reality, because it's like there is a lot changing. There is, because, you know, because we opened with the Tower crumbling down in your first part, and essentially the opening cards for me, they are very symbolic, because they are, you know, setting the tone of the reading. They are it's almost like a presentation of what the entire reading is going to be about. And, you know, we have these two here opening the extended, you know, another major arcana with this Justice, to me, that feels like very divinely guided. And didn't I say something that, you know, this place that you were being led in the first part was also part of the destiny that you're supposed to walk into? Even though the Wheel of Fortune is not here, and the Wheel of Fortune is not here in the extended also, but, well, we do have three major arcana. So we begin with Justice, which is balancing these two realities for you, Pisces. And also we're going to see in a second, you know, the World and Temperance. But with these three, it's like this contraction and expansion. It's like almost when you are awake, that these walls are up, is like you need to, you know, contract. But then when you go to sleep and you dream of these walls crumbling down, and there are no longer boundaries holding you up, but rather, you know, this you know, this beautiful path, this secret garden that it was always there. And I want to say it's always in your unconscious mind. It's always there for you to reach towards it in your sleep. And it's always a delight to find it. It's like whenever you go back to sleep, it's like this path that feels very real. Well, it's interesting because now this Nine of Pentacles is coming through with a slightly different message that I saw in the beginning. I apologize for the noise. So what I saw in the beginning was like it's like a lump in the throat, but also like an obstacle, a physical obstacle that it feels very nerve-wracking. It feels very anxiety triggering. But it's the contraction and expansion. It's like, but you know, right now what I saw, it's like your physical reality, it's like this it's like the distinction of what is actually real and not. So it's like, Pisces, you have dreams that feel so real that you could almost touch, that you could almost, you know, it's like it has density to it, although it is very beautiful. It's like, it's this path of flowers and trees and, you know, it's just so rich and so abundant and so embracing that for you, your desire was for it to be as real as your physical reality, if this makes any sense at all. But I feel like once you, it's this shift that is happening here right now as I'm talking about these three cards. When you are awake in your tower and this Seven of Swords is triggered, it's like the need to go within, the need to protect yourself, to fortify and strengthen these boundaries, these walls here, and desiring for that dream to be your reality, to be your physical reality, which is like this breathing out, right? Because here I'm seeing you breathing in, but also locking yourself in with the Seven of Swords. And when this shift occurs and you find that actually there is a piece that is, you know, blocking your way for your dream to become your reality, it's like it has to go somewhere. And if it doesn't go, you know, to a place of reconstruction, I want to say, it goes only to the place of destruction and then rebuilding up with fear. You will, it's like you will always have these boundaries, you will always have the same walls when you wake up. And so there is something, I want to say, Pisces, in your physical reality that is actually stopping you from really releasing your fears. And you know, this is symbolic because I feel like you hold something within you, as I was talking about, you know, you hold this secret garden within your unconscious mind that is always there for you to find and just be mesmerized by it when you are asleep, when you release these fears. But in your physical reality, it's like there is something there blocking it, blocking your abundance, blocking your guidance towards this place where you can find or meet this one from your dreams. And so, and I want to say, it has nothing to do with this King of Swords, which could be potentially your current partner. It's like they're just a stand-in here to show you that they are part of this discerning process, this pondering that it is necessary for you to really release whatever is holding you back, whatever is blocking you. And so these three cards in the end here, this bottom line, we have the World, Temperance, and the Knight of Cups. This is so beautiful, Pisces, because what I'm seeing here is this world is your seed, and it's beautiful how I just said it. This world is your seed. So the world that you live within, which, you know, your home in a sense, that unconsciously you just want to turn it upside down because you know that it's confining you. And actually it's like this mess that you know that is keeping something from you that you cannot find there. But in reality, you know that you always have access to this angel of earth that is the Empress today. And this is here as well with this world and the Temperance. So it's this relationship of your conscious awareness and your unconscious beauty, your unconscious resourcefulness. It's like these angel wings are always there to unlock this door of your dreams, but you have to dare to go outside of your normal routine, your home, your boundaries. And especially because, you know, when you wake up, it's like your mind builds up the walls of, you know, with the fears that you hold inside. It's like you are the one always bringing yourself back to this tower, which when you go to sleep, they crumble down. So this is perhaps, you know, this blockage that is here, you know, just, it's creating, you are creating your own obstacle for your abundance. And the way that you overcome it, the way that you turn this seed that is already in your world, that is already in your bag, in a sense, that you turn things upside down to see more clearly. It's this work that you are already doing. It's this contracting and expanding, because it's like this when you find the door to this secret garden and you are embraced by this angel of earth and this nature, it's like the beauty of nature is teaching you that you can make things balanced. You can turn your current reality into a more fulfilling and beautiful one, and rich and abundant one. But it's necessary for you to release the fears, because the fears are the ones that are building up the walls of the tower that you reside within currently. So this seed is the world of your current physical reality when you are awake. And the Temperance is the magical, it's like the nurturing from your dreams, from this angel of earth that is coming to, it's like these drops of awareness from your unconscious mind. Is beautiful because right now when I'm seeing these two cups, it's like your conscious cup is here being fulfilled and being watered by this other cup, which is your unconscious mind. So it's like this work that you're doing while you are asleep to bring things into this just and balanced state, where you are stronger because you hold both realities as equal possibilities, where one feeds the other. And when you do so, this seed that I was seeing with the World card, it's like it's blossoming, like the path that you saw with the Nine of Wands from the first part. So the path that you were crossing, because you were the one that built this bridge of love in the first place, you know, to come out of your tower and follow the guidance of this angel of earth. So with this work that you're doing, which feels very big and very it is life-changing, I want to say, because it's bringing you this peace of mind. You no longer are, you know, being conditioned or being fenced up by these fears that are building the walls or rebuilding the walls of this tower when you're awake. So it's like, I feel like, Pisces, for you, you are doing some sort of work and counter work, in a sense, in these two states, right? When you are awake and when you are asleep. And it is a brilliant work. It is nurturing. It is bringing you to this more balanced state of being. But the effect, I want to say, because we're ending with this Knight of Cups, the effect that you will see of this shift from the bad dream into a sweet dream, and then a bad dream again when you wake up, what we saw from the first part, is that when you realize that this is actually happening and this is helping you to discern and to find things that are unconsciously hidden, as you saw the secret garden. So there are things hidden in your unconscious mind that are so beautiful, because it's not for nothing that you're dreaming of this one. You want to bring this version of this perfect partner into the one that you already live in your current life, in your current physical reality. And bringing those into a balance is the work that is necessary right now, and that you are doing, I want to say. And so the realization for you, Pisces, that you'll know that this is working, that this is this seed from the world within and without, right? Within and the world that you are building around you, the physical reality that you are building from the nourishment that you're receiving when you're dreaming, is here represented by this Knight of Cups, which is a version of this King of Cups from your dream, but the combination with this other king that you already do have in your life, which is the King of Swords. So releasing your fears about the one that you already hold, you know, it's like when you do this work that you do and you allow your fears to just build up the walls of your tower again, you feel like there's always something missing, especially here, especially coming from this one. So it's like when you wake up, the walls are there and your reality is with this one. But I want to say, there's nothing that they are doing wrong. It's all in your mind, and therefore the only work that will change your perception of this one to bring, you know, a more balanced relationship perhaps with this one, and not wonder if they could become this one. Because I feel like in reality they are and they will, but it has to start from you. You have to realize that by waking up and letting your fears build those walls up again will always make you see these ones as, you know, fear triggering and the need to retract and contract and protect yourself. But if you allow yourself to release these fears, because this is what I'm seeing here, they become this Knight of Cups. So it's like, it's not that they are downgrading or becoming less mature than they already are. It's nothing like that. It's just that they are learning to drink from this nourishment that you will teach them, Pisces. It's like if you allow your unconscious mind to water your consciousness, you will be able to make this seed that is already inside your world, you know, that it feels like this partner, they will blossom too. They will, it's like you will welcome them, you know, in this path of the secret garden that is in your unconscious mind, that is giving you all of this wisdom, all of this blissfulness, all of this beauty from the drops of water that I'm seeing from this cup. And so by doing so, it's like you're teaching them, how to love, really. It's like they are a human, well, it's like this, right? As I said in the beginning, they are a human version of the person that you have always dreamt of. And when you realize that all of this work is going on within you, you know, to release the fears of the disappointment actually from this human limited version of the one that you dream of, you teach them how to become this King of Cups. So they are learning with you, they are learning from you, they are learning how to become a more loving person, because you are also doing so. And you're doing so because this is the process of finding balance, of finding this equilibrium, this equal give and take in this relationship, because you're starting with yourself, of finding the balance of the reality that you live when you're awake and the reality that you live when you're asleep, that are both true, that are both very real for you. And when you share that, you share the love. Because, you know, remember from the first part, we saw you building this bridge. So when you build a bridge and you invite them in, it's like they are learning how to love too. So let's see, after all of this, what the astrological runes have to add as a final guidance for you, Pisces. Okay, so the rune that came through is the Ascendant. And so because the Ascendant starts the first house and it's all about the personality, it's the shift that for you, what you are perceiving, and you know, the Ascendant is actually the division, the boundary between the 12th house and the first house. And so it's actually whatever is unconscious coming into your conscious mind. So it is your work to bring your fantasy into your reality, and doing so not only with you, but your perception with the dreamy version of your partner and the human version of your partner. So this is talking about you allowing yourself to dive not only into your fantasy of yourself and of this other, but also diving into your current personality, your human version of yourself. And that will allow you to see the human personality of the other as someone that is also limited as you, but also capable of dreaming like you, of, you know, becoming this love vessel as you. So this is actually very beautiful and very it's like so rich with a lot of beautiful understanding of this duality of conscious mind and unconscious mind. I hope it was insightful for you in any way. It was very interesting for me to see from, you know, the side of things, you know, the awake state and the dreamscape that perhaps you go to very often, and because this reality is more compelling to you, but you can merge both of them and you can bridge this gap with love and with this balance that you do have. It's just this work of discernment that both of them can be real for you and for your partner. So thank you so much, Pisces, for being here. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.